Hey folks, Damien again representing Proactive Medical. I'm here to show you the Protekt Take-Along full body lift. This one's pretty unique because of the way the spreader bar is designed. We're going to show you that a little bit later, but in the beginning here, let's show you how the base opens and closes with a foot pedal. Unit rolls around on 4 casters. The back casters lock. Push the gray to unlock them. The unit raises and lowers with a hand control. Up takes it up, or down lowers it down. The up and down buttons are also on the control box, so if our hand control fails, we can still raise and lower the lift. We got the emergency stop on the back of the unit. If that's pushed in, the lift won't work. Turn it slightly, it pops up, it's ready to work again. The unit goes up with an actuator. If the unit completely failed, had no power at all, we can always lower the patient down by pulling down on this red knob and turning it, and it'll slowly lower the patient down. This unit folds up, so now let me show you how we can fold up the take-along lift. Now let me show you how you can take apart this all-in-one lifter. It's a great feature, so you can fold it up, but the other great feature is how the spreader bar actually allows you to transfer a person in and out of a car. So let's take the spreader bar off first. We're going to disconnect this little piece here and pull out the pin. And we're going to take the spreader bar off the device, set it to the side. Now we're going to remove the pin at the top, slide the actuator back into the receiving hole, and then we're going to put the pin right back through like so. Then the last step is to pull the pin at the bottom, and now we can tilt the device forward, insert the pin back, and now we folded up the lift. Now it's time for me to show you the full body sling for the Protekt all-in-one full body lifter. This is a very unique sling for this product. You can see that this spreader bar has little tabs on the outside of it, and the sling itself has plastic connectors. This is the only product in our range that uses these plastic connectors, so it's really important for you to understand that this style of sling is what goes with this spreader bar. Now I'm going to show you how to transfer the patient from the chair to the bed, and I'll also show you that the lift will go all the way down to the ground. So our first step is going to be to put the sling on the patient. So I'm going to go behind the patient. There's a little pocket built into the sling that I can slip my fingers in that'll allow me to take the sling and tuck down the back of the sling all the way down till I touch the bottom of the wheelchair. It's really important that you tuck that sling all the way down to make the rest of the process easy for you to attach the sling to the lift. The next step is to take the leg straps and bring them around the hip, underneath the leg, and give them a little tug. And the same over on this side. So now we bring the lift up to the patient. The spreader bar should be in this position when we approach the patient. Be careful, don't hit the patient with anything. Now we're going to bring the top connectors and we're going to bring them around and connect them to the top hooks on the device. And now we're going to use the bottom connectors to connect to the bottom hooks. So we got 4 tabs and 4 plastic connectors connected to the spreader bar. We're going to raise the patient up out of the chair. We always want to pay attention to make sure everything's connected properly as we raise the patient so everything's safe. Now we're gently raising the patient out of the chair. And you can see by the way I'm demonstrating this that the patient can be in a seated position or they can be reclined back into a lying position. That's what makes the product so unique. It gives you the ability to change the positioning of the patient dynamically through the transfer process. So if I was putting the patient in bed, I would simply roll this over, raise the patient up a little bit higher, and you can see that I could adjust the patient in a way that I know where their head's going to end up when I lower them down into the bed. The lift will also transfer a patient from the floor. And it has extensive range when it comes to the ability to raise the patient up into a very high position. This can be very helpful when you're dealing with operating tables or areas where you need really extensive range to bring the patient up. So you can see This will go higher than any of the devices that we have now. So that's how we use the sling for the foldable Protekt all-in-one lifter. So now it's time for me to show you how to connect the sling for the all-in-one lifter to the spreader bar for the all-in-one patient lift. So we bring the spreader bar over the patient, we connect the shoulder straps. We can lower it just a little bit more if we need to. Then we bring the leg straps underneath the leg and snap those in place. Everything's connected. Raise the patient up. And that's how we connect the all-in-one sling to the lifter while the patient's in bed.